2 years ago, 2K's BioShock introduced us to the underwater city of Rapture and its founder, the industrialist Andrew Ryan. The game set you exploring the crumbling ruins of the failed utopian society and piecing together how the city rose and fell to ruin. The rich story and stunning art direction made the game a critical and commercial hit that left fans hungry for more time in the gorgeous but disturbing world of Rapture. 2K Marin's upcoming BioShock 2 aims to give fans a second run through Rapture in two flavors: a single-player game set after the events of the first game, and an all-new multiplayer mode set just as the ambitious city is starting to come apart at the seams.
Oh, can you hear me?
The single-player experience is set roughly 10 years after the end of the original BioShock. You're cast in the role of Subject Delta, an early prototype of the armored Big Daddy behemoths seen escorting the creepy little sisters around in the first game. But unlike the Big Daddies from the first game, you're not mindless and you have a very specific mission. Find the little sister you've been bonded to who's lost somewhere in Rapture.
And Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better.
Your mission will send you through the vast city, revisiting places seen in the first game that weathered by the passage of time, and you'll see entirely new places as well. The game's story has a tighter focus on the theme of family as it follows your search for your little sister and introduces you to the unlikely bonds that have formed among the key figures in the city. The passage of time has also led to some unique changes in both Rapture and its residents that have led to the city becoming even more disturbing and dangerous. The Splicers, humans who have taken to altering their DNA to improve themselves, have gotten even crazier due to their addiction to Adam, the gene-altering stem substance that's been one of the factors in Rapture's fall. As the years have gone by, Splicers have continued to tinker with their DNA, resulting in some all-new incarnations such as the Brute Splicers, hulking masses of muscle that are tough to take down and use the environment to their advantage. But, given that you're based on the early designs of the most powerful creatures in the game, you're not exactly a pushover. You'll be able to use weapons such as the rivet gun and drill, which are core to a typical Big Daddy's arsenal. But in addition, you'll also be able to use DNA-enhancing plasmids to gain powers well beyond that of a normal splicer. The ability to use your weapons and plasmid-fueled powers in tandem presents some new tactical combinations, thanks to a new plasmid system that allows you to upgrade their levels. Plasmids can also be combined in certain instances, such as using Inferno to ignite cyclone traps to create fire-based traps for your enemies.
I do not hate you, Delta. Indeed, I care for you in equal measure to any other sentient creature. But I cannot sacrifice 1,000 of my children for one rebellious son.
You'll need all these abilities and more to deal with the game's new villain, Dr. Sophia Lamb, clinical psychologist and altruist.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, you are not alone.
Andrew Ryan's ideological opposite, she is wound up in control of the city and the head of a cult-like mob of splicers. She also holds the key to finding your little sister, whose name, oddly enough, is Eleanor Lamb. When we said family was a theme in the game, we never said it was a healthy family. Another interesting branch of Lamb's brood are the other residents of Rapture that have done some growing up and blossomed in unique ways. The little sisters who weren't rescued in the first game have grown and evolved into the Big Sisters. The young ladies have been inspired by the Big Daddies who cared for them, and have cobbled together suits of armor from the remains of their former protectors. The result is a unique new enemy that's fast, agile, and almost as powerful as a Big Daddy with the ability to use plasmids. They'll prove to be a deadly predator you'll have to contend with as you work your way to Eleanor in the single-player game. BioShock 2's multiplayer mode changes things up and drops you in Rapture during the riots that caused the fall of the city shortly before the start of the first game. You'll play as a product tester for Sinclair Solutions, a provider of weapons and plasmids. You'll fight in online matches of up to 8 players and a number of Rapture-themed spins on traditional multiplayer game types. You'll be able to see parts of the city at the height of its grandeur as the multiplayer maps all take place in familiar locations before the urban decay set in. With a new story, characters, locales, and gameplay, there should be plenty of reasons for fans to return to the city beneath the sea. Players can look forward to reacquainting themselves with the City of Rapture and its colorful and disturbing residents on February 9th, 2010, when the game ships for the PC, PS3, and Xbox 360.